For a second there, I thought he was holding a cantaloupe. No, I'm pretty sure that's just his money stack. And no new information? You are of no use to me. What about you, Kay? Anything new from you? Yes? What did it say you about this kidnapping? Okay, what do you think about the kidnapping? Well, I don't know anything about the victim. So, actually, I was hoping you could tell me. Ah, that's right, I never did explain the situation to you. I got involved because of a phone call I received. It was from none other than the director of the Amano Group, Mr. Ernest Amano. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped, and he wanted me to be the drop-off man. Little did I suspect that I would be abducted myself. Isn't that a weird thing to ask somebody to do, though? And why you specifically? I might be overthinking things, but I almost feel like that's just kind of strange. And that's when I found you tried to a full screaming, "Meow!" Can you please drop that already? Most uncool of you, Kay. All right then, well, if that's the way that'd be, I can't leave the area. I guess I could talk to some folks. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders. I suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now. Can I at least see the kitty? I want to see the kitty. Ha! I've got you now, you vile criminals! I think the kidnappers would have better sense than to try hiding in these. Oh, we're not looking at the barrels, I want to look at the kitty! Oh, come on, lighten up, will ya? I was only joking. I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding here in front of 2 officers. I certainly hope not. Fascinating. Can I examine the things on the ground? I can! Many much feet prints! Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here. I remember hearing rain fall out here while I was being held in there. Yep, it was just passing rain. That's why the ground is already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. I had left us with some nice footprint samples. You know what? I bet if we followed them, we could find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes. I don't think it'll be that easy. Why not? Well, look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here, and we don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers. Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing, and apparently that's relevant information. Alrighty. If you say so. Alright then. I like her profile image. I know I've said it already, but very cute, very cute. Also, I guess we have to talk to the Badger. Hello, Badger. Ah, good, your creepy theme song is playing. That's what everybody needs in their life. Hey, it's the Blue Badger! I thought you were scared of him. Badger, get! Did you really just make a reference to that of all things? All right, but she's so happy though. I really don't understand why she's so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw? Nope, I'm too busy dancing. Huh, he's doing that contorted, wriggling dance again. Aha! Oh, all right, then that was easy. Him? Ah! You've uncovered my undercover identity, sir. How's the remainder of that head, sir? Aren't you Officer Meekins? Sir! Mike Meekins reporting for duty, sir. Man, this game is just gonna go all out with the cameos, ain't it? Never would have thought I'd see this guy again. This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that, he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, please, I only got 2 friends, and he's neither of them. I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? Are you a crime-nabble? Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir, because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. Literally or figuratively? Either way, you have a long way to go. I was patrolling this scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago, when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled that the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. And I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone. It would seem that some people never change. All right. So, why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir! That's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir. I see. Agent Lang is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor. All right, you got any clues there? How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir, for about one little hour, sir. I've never heard of anyone refer to it as such, but okay, sure, I guess. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir. If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. But however, sir, I must tell you, I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No, but I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Of course he is. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I have been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it, too. I patrolled the park all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people the whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger. What you said just now is contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradicts. Well, it would be one of the things that I was handed. Obviously, of that much. But which one, though? I'm not 100% sure, actually. The Bible or the oh no, it'd be the rally. There's only one of each. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Man, I'm glad these things are so concise. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement. Sir, of course, sir. If that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait. You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. There's only one of the badgers. This park is supposed to have only one of each badger in it at any given time. Which means that as long as you were the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another blue badger wandering the premises. Sir? That would mean that there are two blue badgers walking around? But why? Good question. Is that all the information we're gonna be getting out of you? What do you always have to go to present. What do you have to say about this severed head? Sir, I'm undercover as the Blue Badger now, sir. I must pretend to not know anything about anything, sir. Much like the Blue Badger, I guess. I mustn't respond to that. It would be like shooting fish in a barrel. All right then, so I guess you don't really have much of anything to say about anything, huh? Okay, so what exactly am I supposed to even do then? Huh. Oh, wait, hang on. No, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Logic. Let me see something real quick. Okay, a second blue badger, but a second was spotted. Do you think maybe, I mean, it sure looked like mascot-shaped feet were running around somewhere, yeah? Is that good? I can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. Oh. All right, fair enough, I guess. Wait, or maybe I was supposed to do costumes? Oh, wait, no, yeah, maybe costume. Then maybe I confused them together. I might be stupid. All right. Connect. Hey, okay. A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly the true identity of the person underneath is... Oh, I know. It's one of the kidnappers, right? The person wore a costume to get away. Costumed escape. That would make a whole lot more sense. Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are a blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger. Yes, those three. So there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere, huh? Okay, so then that means there are 3 kidnappers? How far does this go? Also, okay, yep, now it makes a little bit more sense, I guess. Anyway. I'm always embarrassed when I make a mistake. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right? Yes. More than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers. Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting. I hope we find Bumper. I like that guy. Alright, then we just re-examine. So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Probably the big, circular ones, and not the shoe-shaped ones. Hey, I think I found them. There are 2 sets here. They both do look like possible candidates. This set is walking off to the west. Ah, it just stops. I can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here. I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium. I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed yeast. Egods! Eh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I got him! I got one of the culprits! Is she doing punchies? She's doing punchies. Ah, no, I'm not a kidnapper, sir. Ah, well, this was an easy case. Down, Kay. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminals were each wearing a costume. Ah, maybe they came over to the garage for something. That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage. Sir, Roger Wilco, sir. And other such things, I guess. All right, then. Alley-oop for the stables. Let's open the shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. That'd be convenient. Ah! What's going on? What? Oh, corpse, of course. Right, I forgot. This isn't a murder case yet. Now it is. What in the? We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. This is happening a lot. Oh my God, 2 and 3 in 3 days? Like, what are the odds? She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! Mr. Amato, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened? Indeed. Why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? And also in here. I better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Lang or his men return. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to the garage. And right to a dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? I mean, I suppose it is. Following the kidnapper's prints led us to a body. Was the victim in a costume? All right. From a cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. I guess? I can't really get all up in there, so I can't tell. But it looks like he's got 2 wounds. You sure are calm for someone who just found a body. It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. You act like this is the first time, or even the second time you've run across a body, Edgeworth. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny! Alright, well, the wound looks like a good place to start. As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not gonna be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulder. So that means he was shot twice? No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound. Oh, well that's an interesting angle, ain't it? Nice, I knew you could figure it out. It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. Oh, that's actually a good point. Yeah, there should be like a blood puddle somewhere. I should make note of this oddity. Interesting, interesting. All right, I guess the necklace? This is an unusually shaped pendant. What is it? Is it something valuable? She seems to have regained some of her composure. Looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it, and it's really pretty. Hold on, this is made of platinum silver. Nice, it is worth something after all. Please don't loot the dead. Oh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Devilray? It's a name. Colin Devilray. This man's name is... yeah. Okay, well, I guess deduce. All right. At least I assume deduce? Okay, does this say anything about here? Yeah, victim Deacon, so maybe... Eureka! I say, not entirely knowing. There's something not right about the name on the pendant. Yeah, it's not the name of the victim. The victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Devilray. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Probably gonna hold on to that one for now. Wow, that's really all I'm gonna get? Hey! And my mistake is made up for. That's fun. Lance! Lance, where are you, sweetie? Oh, what? Oh, hello. Excuse me, but you are? What? Also, what is that on your hand? Badump. Did you just take a badump? Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. So people say. Ah, stop it, Lauren. You can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with... Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase in her monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, or delusion, whatever you want it to be, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Palps. You just lick your ring? Is that a candy ring? His girlfriend. Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends, and we're not lovers or anything. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. I even got this, you are definitely licking. I even got this ring as a present from Lance. Did he give you a candy ring and you took it too far? Is that a thing? You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character. Really? Because everybody I've been meeting lately reminds me of anime characters. Weird that. May I inquire as to why you're here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately. And I began to get really worried. Sob. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all this by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one is supposed to know. Would you stop licking that? That's very distracting. But yes, it's true. Oh, Lance. I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. Don't even like that movie. Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Okay, well, we really didn't get much of anything done now, did we? My men brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. A dead body who loves adventure. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. Expertly done. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspects? Who? Wait, what? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What? Sir, I had nothing to do with it, sir. Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? I leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Is your flawless arrest record from just the fact that you just arrest literally everybody? Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. Logic and reasoning is not needed when making arrests? So what, do you fly by the seat of your pants and just go through hysterical hearsay? The hell kind of logic? I guess it's the opposite of you're stupid. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. Okay, but isn't that also like profiling? What? But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. Then arrest yourself! What the hell kind of reasoning is that? That's tyranny! I won't allow such a thing to go unchecked before my eyes. I'm with Edgeworth. What the hell is this dude's deal? Too bad you don't call the shots around here. I have unlimited power to do whatever the hell I want, I guess. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement? You, how dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? It's not my fault you follow a moron. Hold it. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Langzi says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that's a true victory. All right, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. Are you implying you didn't follow laws before? What? How do you have a job? I'll show you just how much investigating I guess he's from another land. Okay, I guess the laws of another land. All right, I guess, but that still sounds very weird and suspect to me. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Which is to say literally absolutely none, because that goes against everything I just said. Through my line of logic that I said I don't use. What? What? You are like a living contradiction. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. It's not being carted off. I could say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? Either that or stabbed with a very long stick. With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? Wow, alright. That is your reasoning. Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. What's the philosophy of detainment? Ha! You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girly. In my country, the criminals have a saying. Beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, lang means wolf. And you don't mess with me or my pack. Because I will literally arrest you over anything that I conceive that you might have done. So, is it really criminals that have a saying, or is it just the general populace that try to just not be anywhere near within your eye shot? And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor, Lang Zi. Huh. You'd think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous. Yeah, I think your ancestor's teachings might be stupid. Did you need to be reminded? What? Lang Zi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. So you use literally antique philosophies and rules in order to do your job. Yeah, there's a reason why things change and adapt over time. Rigidly following the past is stupid. To this day, the Zhengfa police still train its recruits using its philosophies. But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. We don't even have recorded documentation that damn far. I mean, we do in some aspects, but nothing that concrete. Not anything wears down and breaks over time. There you go, Edgeworth, you're smarter than me. Thank you. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? He gets it. You want to put it to a test? Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. Okay, so I don't have anything to contradict anything here, but, okay, here's an idea. Like, legitimately straight up. Hang on. I guess I can press it. All right, so you say, yeah, like Officer Meekins, sure, but doesn't that mean literally anybody in law enforcement or anybody who stole a gun from somebody in law enforcement or just, I mean, even then, we have kidnappers running around. Maybe one of them have a gun. What? If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? You fool, I already did. As if I would need to. I've already looked at everyone else here. Oh? Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? We haven't even known that there's been a dead body for like 15 minutes. That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It'd take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. What, did you ask nicely? Hey guys, did any of you shoot somebody? No. Okay, well I believe you. Like, what the hell? The power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey you, show me your gun. Oh. What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden, as opposed to all of the other times, I guess? Gun. What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir, I lost my gun, sir! How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside the garage to ambush and kill the victim. So you don't care about things like motive, huh? All right, sure, why not? Okay, so you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. Officer Meekins ambushed the victim in the garage and killed him here with his gun. Okay, well, we already know that can't possibly be the case because there's no blood pools. Objection! You're bad at your job, my dude! Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? Ah! So you did notice that there was too little blood. You just didn't care, I guess. Jeez. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. Your logic is literally Swiss cheese. We are not the same. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that Officer was hanging out around here in the first place? Weird? How so? Hey, you! Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Hey, don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk. But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligations so lightly? Wolves, oh my god. Everyone who associates with them thinks they're so cool. Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something? That seems pretty obvious. Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir. Say me the way you did earlier, please, sir. Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, not you too. Don't make me give you information. All right, what do we got? It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate arena, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself in this area, sir. What is this Blue Badger mobile? It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. So, the Blue Badger mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop? That sounds incredibly inconvenient. Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant. He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self. He sure seems sure of what he's saying. Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer? Sir, I will continue to scream at the top of my lungs. Okay. Okay. It's true, sir. Hang on. Let me check my evidence. Like, what did that say? Shopped on 3-wheel. Okay, no. True, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. All right, well, let's press a little bit. Describe for me how you conducted your investigation. Yes, sir. Well, first I made sure there were no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir. Well, what did you expect when you're dressed like the Blue Badger? I thought I had no choice at this point, sir, so... I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir. Actually... No, I don't think that makes any sense. If you parked it, but you all... Okay, assuming you are innocent, and I feel pretty safe in assuming such, then that means it was parked here, which means, and if you were standing here the entire time, then you would have either seen the body when you parked it, or, yeah, no, that doesn't make any sense. Smug. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell such transparent lies. Sir, I'm lying, sir? Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger mobile until recently, then what's it doing here inside the garage? Ah! Actually, I had just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realized it, the blue Badgermobile was nowhere to be found, sir. So you lost your gun and you lost your car. You're kind of terrible at your job, Meekins. Which would mean it was perhaps stolen? And that's when I came back to this area thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. But that's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. A likely story. Who do you think is gonna buy such a convenient tale as that? I mean, makes sense to me. What exactly is so convenient about a story? The car getting stolen. It's completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. Cars being stolen? Since when has that ever happened? And I think we can assume the car was used all right to move the dead body. You killed the victim at some different location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the blue Badgermobile to transport it all the way here. Would that... Do I have a picture? No, I guess I don't. Oh wait, no, I do. Yeah. I think I can actually discount that. Or discredit that, or prove it wrong, I think. Either way, no, I don't think that's the case at all. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me! Sir, the killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir! Agent Lang, wait! What do you want now? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all of the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you, true schmooth, I couldn't care less. Then you're really bad at your job. I just arrest people randomly. It's my job. I'm not paid to think or try. Our job is to catch the crook. So as long as I arrest literally everybody I meet, I must be right. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. So it's your job to haphazardly arrest quite literally anybody you come across, and it's lawyers' jobs to actually figure out if they did anything wrong or not. Good lord, no wonder the court... He's not even from here, so that doesn't even understand the court system being so weird and have so many weird people being accused of things. Oh my god. That's for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. You boorish buffoon! I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey, now let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here, inexplicably, despite clearly being incompetent. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. Now be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll bite you or something like that, I guess. I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. Well, I flatly don't like this guy in any shape, way, or form. What the hell? Yeah, okay, so that's, that was dumb. That was dumb. I do not like this guy. Let's just keep going. Alright, so now we can't hang out there anymore. That's lame. Chased out like a pair of peasants. Or perhaps even a pheasant. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Kay? Something even thieves should never steal. Do you know what that is? Confectionaries? You really shouldn't steal anything. However, I'll bite. What shouldn't a thief steal? A life. It's too heavy of a burden on your soul to get away with, ever. That's something we can agree on. Well said, Kay. No matter what we may try, murder is the one crime that can never truly be hidden. And I intend to prove that by my own hands. When I apprehend the murderer myself, in that instance, I suppose it's really lucky that literally every crime in the history of ever is apparently a murder. All right, and I'm gonna work extra hard to be a good assistant. Let's go! I still never said you could be my assistant. I'm just gonna drop the issue. She's far too gung-ho and adorable. The first thing we should do is locate the real scene of the murder. Mr. Edgeworth! Dun-dun-dun-dun! It's the Gummy Man! Detective Gumshoe! Mr. Edgeworth, the stadium! Hurry, sir! It's supposed to be hush-hush, but they found a witness at the stadium. A witness? You! When did we tell you about leaving your assigned post? Ah, the jig is up. Mr. Edgeworth! Remember that I'm always rooting for you, so get him, sir! And off he runs! Those detectives sure look like they're enjoying themselves. It's not all fun and games, Kay. Now then, let's head to the stadium and meet this witness. Who we got? Who we got? Oh lord, I guess it's probably a pink badger. I'm guessing because that's like kind of pink badger mobile. I thought there was a witness here. Apparently not. Yeah, I don't see anyone. Mr. Edgeworth! Emma! Yo! Long time no see! You're Miss Emma Skye, correct? Holy hell! Yeah, that's so cool! This girl is the younger sister of my former superior, Lana Skye. 2 years ago, we stood in the same courtroom together as witness and prosecutor. I thought she had gone to Europe to study forensics. I can't believe you remember me, Mr. Edgeworth. Who could forget you? Of course I do. How have you been? You look to be in good spirits. Are you still studying abroad? You bet. More than anything, I want to investigate crime scenes scientifically. How about studying nonstop every day to become a top-notch forensic scientist? But it's spring break now, so I thought I'd come back for a bit. I see. Well, that's awesome. Yo! Hang on, maybe I should... Can I talk to you about her? Is that a thing? Well, let's see. Did you notice anything? You look deep in thought. Care to share, Kay? With all that happened, I'm getting a little confused. For example, what that detective said earlier? About how we must look for the witness at the stadium? No, not that. I'm always rooting for you bit. I was thinking how sweet that is. It's like you two are best friends. I think you're a little confused, all right, Kay. I mean, at this juncture, I feel like it's undeniable by anyone other than Edgeworth. Look at those, like, very long socks. I almost didn't recognize you. You've really grown in these past few years. Yeah, she's definitely gotten taller, but still looks like Emma to me. Please don't tease me, Mr. Edgeworth. I know I still have a long way to go. But I'm gonna be a super forensic scientist someday. You'll see. You seem to know Mr. Edgeworth really well. Are you two acquaintances? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Emma Skye. Nice to meet you. I'm studying abroad now to be a forensic scientist. How about you? Wow, that's a great dream. My name's Kay Faraday, and I'm training to become an unstoppable great thief. A great thief? Don't think too hard on it, Emma. It's not worth the trouble. In any case, we have much to catch up on. You bet we do. I am all about talking to Emma. So, why are you here, Emma? Well, I just happened to decide to come back home for spring break. And then I heard that she'd come back too, so I raced on over here. I really wanted to welcome you back at the airport, but I had just missed you. And how exactly did you know I was here? Through the power of science and my Nintendo DS, apparently. Never underestimate what science can do for you. I used these to track your footprints, and I followed them straight to you. Did he walk all the way over to Gatewater Land? I thought he would have gotten into a car. This set is the greatest. It's so wonderfully scientific. You spray this chemical on the ground, and when you shine the special light on it, zing! The footprints light up like an electrified noble gas in a glass tube. It's almost like magic, scientifically speaking. Forensic science has never seemed more ominous to me than at this very moment. Ugh. All right, well, I guess you're the witness, which is pretty good for me. At least means you'll be cooperative. Emma, I'd like to ask you about what you witnessed. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you not the witness Detective Gumshoe told us about? Well, I did get a call from Detective Gumshoe earlier. He was practically yelling at me. Mr. Edgeworth needs your scientific doohickeys right now, pal, he said. What was that man thinking? Or rather, not thinking. So, let me guess. There's been a murder, right? To be fair, you could have guessed that at any given moment in time, and you'd probably be right. Yeah, unfortunately. There's a sudden glint in her eyes. Maybe she can use her science. But I need to keep my mind focused on the witness. Now, where did that person go? Okay, so not the witness. That's annoying. Okay. Anything, I guess we're not really investigating anything right now. Oh, all right. Hello? I assume this is another Badgermobile? Yeah, but it's a different color than the blue Badger's car. Yes, this is the rather retina-searing pink model. Never been a fan of pink. But then again, Edgeworth is wearing, like, red. I guess maybe maroon, if you want to get super ultra technical about it. Huh. What's that off in the distance? Another Badger, I can only assume. Yep, Badger's back. Oh, hey, it's the pink badger. Badger, get! Badger, badger, badger. Oh, badger, 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 badger. Mushroom, mushroom. Just what does she see in these silly things? Great, it's dancing. I think this badger has something to say to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Are you, by chance, the witness I've been searching for? Sorry, but I don't speak badger dance. Badger, 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 badger. Oh man, dang it, now it's stuck in my head. Okay, Emma, can you use science? No, you can't. Dang it! Science has failed me again! Alright, fine. Oh God, no! Oh. Going from one incredibly good cameo to an incredibly obnoxious one. Alright, I gotta give what you get, I guess. I can't take being inside that stuffy head anymore. You're... No! Why her? Why here? Why now? At least Edgeworth follows my line of thought. I first met this woman 3 years ago. She was a witness in one of my cases. She's since gone out of her way to pop up unexpectedly and cause me great grief. Zee-poo! Why couldn't you understand what I was trying to tell you? I mean, really? I was trying so hard to keep the dreams alive by staying in character. But you couldn't pick up on what I was trying to convey to you. I'm sick and tired of that roundabout way of talking, so I'm just gonna be direct. I had a bad feeling before, but this just made it official. Today has gone beyond the typical not my day into the realm of waking nightmare. So you're a friend of Mr. Edgeworth too, Miss Pink Badger? You could say that, but right now I'm just the Pink Badger, dearie. She may look the part, but I know better than to trust my eyes around this woman. My name is Wendy Oldbag, but you can call me Wendy, or Granny, or whatever suits your fancy. Nice to meet you, Miss Oldbag. I'm Kay Faraday. What do I care about a young whippersnapper like you? All right, cool. You're still a jerk. Good to know. Yeesh, I was just trying to be polite. Cool, we get to talk to Wendy. That's something everybody wanted more of in their lives. Weren't you a security guard in one of the Gatewater hotels the last time we met? I go where I'm needed. I'm very good at what I do, unlike the youth of today. I get called in all the time to fill in when there aren't enough hands. But enough about me, Auntie. God, I can't believe I have to actually read those words. I do not like that at all. I'm thoroughly dejected but right now. I finally get the chance to see you again, and here you are talking with 2 young girls? It's been 2 years. I'm just checking real quick. I'm gonna say it's still probably pretty unlikely for that exact situation as you see it to be playing out. Just throwing that out there. Kind of rolling all the same. Oh, the young girls right on the other, blah, 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 blah. Old woman blathering powers activate. You seem to attract all sorts of interesting people, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, please, I'm begging you, by all means, do not provoke her any further. All right, well, you're obviously the witness, and that sucks. Aren't you forgetting about something, Mr. Edgeworth? This person could be the witness. Honestly, I hope she isn't, but I don't think fate is going to be so kind today. I saw what happened. I even saw the exact moment it happened. How's that? So it's true, she is the witness. I don't suppose I can afford to ignore the old bag. Yes, it was just a little while ago. I saw it happen right in front of me. The moment of the murder. You mean to say that you witnessed someone being killed right before your eyes? Sounds like a pretty important piece of testimony to me. Oh, Lord, here we go. What old bag witnessed? I came to the stadium to take a short break. As I was resting, I happened to glance over and I saw 2 men facing each other in that area. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot and the person who was shot fell to the ground. It was a very terrifying experience, let me tell you. Looks like we hit the jackpot, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I can't afford to ignore what she has to say. Unfortunately. What's that unfortunately you tacked on at the end supposed to mean, Edgepoo? Well, anyway, let's see what we can find out from this little old lady. Yeah, how old has she gotten at this point anyway? I don't even remember. But apparently it's been 3 years, I guess. I mean, I can't present anything. I can't check now. So be it. All right, so I obviously can't contradict anything that you're saying, so guess we're just gonna have to ask you a bunch of questions. You mean you took a break from being the Pink Badger? You may not think it, but it's hard work keeping kids' dreams alive, especially for someone like me who hates children. You smell a sweat, your hip creaks with pain, you even begin to dream about work. That's the kind of story that would scar a child for life, you know? Well, that's why I chose to come take a break here, whippersnapper. I don't plan on playing the part of the dead badger in front of a bunch of kids. So, what did you see while you were the Pink Badger were resting? Oh, yes, that. Well, as I was resting, I happened to glance over here and I saw two men facing each other in that area. You saw two men? Can you describe them for me? It looked like your average Joes. Completely uninteresting and not worth fawning over. Oi. I'm telling you, they were so boring that I don't even remember much beyond that. But did they have any special features? Anything you can recall would be very helpful. Oh my. Don't tell me you're jealous of those two men. No, I just want to do my damn job. Hey, she's right. You do seem pretty worked up over them, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not worked up over anyone, and I'm not jealous. It's all right, Edgy Poo. Those two were just fools compared to a stallion like you. Ugh. I thought so little of them that I lost interest the instant I laid eyes on them. Ay, ay, ay. Suddenly, there was a loud gunshot, and the person who was shot fell to the ground. All right. You're claiming to have seen the exact moment at which the murder took place. Absolutely. The gun made a terrible racket when it was fired. You didn't try to go help the person that got shot? I'm only one person, you smart alecky brat. What could I have done? Anything, maybe? Shout like, oh dear God, there's been a murder, or something like that. But I took off as soon as I could to find someone who could help. Two men, one bullet. It's all consistent with what we found from the body. Sadly, there wasn't exactly a lot of new information to go on in your testimony. Well, if I saw the guy again, I'm sure I could identify him for you. I mean, how do you expect me to remember anything without something to jog my memory? I'm old! Self-centered, aren't we? Well, it was somewhat useful. Her testimony also presents us with a new problem. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? So about this new problem. What was that giant grin on your face for? Well, I'm always grinning. That she's a cheeky gal. Do you want me to show you something really nice? No, thank you. Don't be so mean. I swear it's something you're gonna like. What's that gadget you're holding? What you see before you is the secret weapon of a great thief. I should have known it would be worthless. Don't be like that. Oh. What do you think now? What is it doing? It's projecting something into the air. What the hibbity haps? I'm gonna input the necessary information to run the simulation now. Once I'm done, I'll increase the size of the projection to its maximum size. Dark skies of evening, when no other bird takes wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Now witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Oh, how in the hell do you... What? How, Kay? Emma maybe, but what? What is this? This is a recreation of the murder based on the info I put it into Little Thief. Little Thief? I just say I think you're taking the Robin Hood thing a bit too far. Little Thief is actually meant to be a simulator for me to plan my thefts. But I suppose if I used it like this... Let's see, Miss Oldbag said the two of the men were facing each other, and then a gunshot rang out and the victim fell to the ground. I see. So with this, we can inspect the crime scene as it was in the past. That's redonkulously convenient and really good for crime solving. See? So, what do you think? I have to say, I'm impressed by the technology thieves have access to these days and mildly horrified. Certainly would explain why you're capable of doing impossible things now, I guess. Well, it is the super secret weapon of the mighty Yatagatasu. Indeed. Oh, but if there isn't enough information, or if something is out of place, the recreation could come out a little strange. In other words, I can use this to authenticate the validity of a witness's testimony. You got it! You really catch on quick, Mr. Edgeworth. Right now, this simulation is a recreation of that witness's testimony. So for now, I should re-examine everything. And if I find anything illogical or strange, I can then ask for clarification. Feel free to examine anything in the simulation in the way you always do. You can even present evidence when you find a contradiction. And if you find something, I got a Little Thief with me, so just let me know, okay? All right. I guess that makes sense.